Welcome, and I basically found someone that was literally being sexist towards men, and let me tell you, it was really bad if you ask me. Now, I know this video he of course made was of course 4 months ago, but honestly, she still has yet to even admit. So like, I may as well just of course look at the video, and I'm just gonna do around her, since why not? I basically of course did discover this person before, but like, I feel like it's the perfect time to actually do around her, since she has yet to even respond, so I may as well just wait to see on how this person here is gonna respond. Also known as I believe I'm pronouncing her name right. I have no idea how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but whatever that's supposed to be, because I'm mostly focused on how terrible her video is. Like, I'm not actually joking. She says he doesn't want any male Splatoon idols, which that's just really wrong if you ask me. Like, seriously, how would you like it if I said, oh, I don't want any female Splatoon idols? You would not like that if I were, and heck, I'm not the person that, of course, is gonna call her out. I believe I'll do other videos that, of course, go on against her video, and basically, yeah, I'm with those ones 100%. So let's see what this person here has to say, and why he does not want any male Splatoon idols at all.
With Splatoon 3's Grand Festival over, people have inevitably started discussing a fourth installment in the franchise. And the hot topic on Twitter right now, or at the very least when I was writing this script, is having male idols in the franchise. A bit of clarification here. In the Splatoon sense of the word, idol is used to represent a character of the game's main musical group. All of the members of the Now or Never 7 are idols, even though the Squid Sisters are the only ones who fit into the traditional definition of Japanese idols. And yes, we do have a male idol, Big Man. And I have absolutely no qualms with him.
Sure, but isn't it that this video here is supposed to explain why you don't want any male idols? Because, like, we have a reason so, male idols exist. So that way we can literally relate. Like, yes, there is, of course, literally an abandon of female full idols. But, like, Big Man is at least the first one. Look, I'm not entirely, that fond with the Splatoon community. I am a fan of Splatoon, of course, because I gotta admit, it is a cool game. But, like, I really have yet to play it, but, like, I actually would like to. But still, though, like, you would say nonsense like that anyways. So, like, what are you trying to say here? Make up your mind if you basically make this video, of course, why you don't want any male idols in this video game. But, like, whatever. Let's see what else this person here has to say.
I'd even say he's my favorite of Deep Cut, for his level-headedness, fangirl moments, and goofy choreography. But what Twitter is concerned with, and what I want to discuss today, are Inkfish idols. A male character who is either an Inkling or an Octoling in the fourth installment's main music group. And the inclusion of such is something I am rather against.
And why are you against that? Like, I would usually, of course, view mermaids, of course, as female, but, like, I'm not against the idea of mermen literally existing. So, like, why are you against, I don't know, male Splatoon idols literally trying to exist between either an Inkling or an Octoling? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, there's nothing wrong with that anyways. Like, seriously. Like, do you really expect literally an entire species to be literally just the same gender? No, it doesn't work like that. Like, literally. Because, like, we literally, of course, have different biologic things and, of course, some chromosomes. So, like, obviously, there's gonna be literally a male and a female version of whatever species there is,
My opposition comes not from a game perspective, but from a fandom perspective. A common phrase tutted around online is having a male idol won't stop the franchise from being female-led. And I totally agree with this sentiment.
But if there's literally both males and females in the game a lot, then that's literally a step towards gender equality. Like, literally. So, like, why are you trying to make this now a female-only dominated game? Like, I sometimes do imagine if there is, but, like, Splatoon's a game that literally everyone can enjoy, not just a woman. Like, literally men has the right to, of course, play Splatoon as well. Like, what are you trying to say here? Oh, yeah, because of how erotic you are literally gonna be like this. Like, this is not even the 20th century anymore. Literally, things have changed. Things are now more equal, at least.
I have no doubts that Nintendo would continue to write strong, lore-relevant women if an Inkfish man or two was added to the mix. I cannot say with absolute certainty how—
It's just one, like, literally. Like, if there's still more women, then that's still technically a female-dominated group, but there's literally still male, at least, so, like, that's at least fair, at least. So, like, what are you trying to say here? Like, it's one, literally adding one of the opposite gender is not even supposed to hurt you, literally.
However, that Splatoon will continue to have a female-led fandom if this were to occur. And this is why I am so strongly against the idea of a male idol.
Okay, you seriously want to go like that? Then you're literally showing me that you're literally trying to, of course, make gender equality literally more common. Because, like, if you're seriously gonna do this, then you're literally violating men's rights, I gotta say. And, like, what's, like, seriously? Are you seriously gonna, like, be like this anyways when it comes to video games? You're literally just embarrassing to me right now. Like, seriously. You're literally, of course, being this sexist and literally saying that we should not have any male idols in a game where there's literally a lot of males and females. Like, what is wrong with you, literally? And yes, this is literally coming from myself. I'm literally going to get offended by this anyways.
Panning away from Splatoon for a bit, I'd like to talk about fandom culture as a whole. The truth of the matter in fandom is that male characters will always be more popular than female ones. By extension, male characters are centric to fandom dynamics and creations, such as art and fanfictions.
May not be much of an anime person, but, like, I can definitely tell that there's literally gonna be a lot of popular female anime characters anyways. Like, many of Studio Ghibli movies I literally watch literally have a female protagonist. So, like, literally, like, what is you trying to point here? Like, what?
Quick pause here to define some terms I'll be using later in the video. Slash means a relationship between two men, and fem/slash means a relationship between two women.
That, sir, is definitely a new word. Anyways, yeah, by the way, the next info is gonna be irrelevant information, or whatever information, technically. So, like, I mean, you might see me speed up this part, but, like, maybe I'll probably look at it, see if there is something I have to say about it, though.
Okay, got that? Alright, let's get back to it. If you're willing to participate, I'd like you to do me a favor. Open up the website Archive of Our Own and go into the series tag for any franchise. Your only caveat is that this franchise must have both male and female characters. The more popular the franchise, the better. Now go over to the right side where the filters are. Open up the drop-downs for both pairings and characters. These options represent the most commonly written about entities in your fandom. What do you see? A lot of men, right? How far down is the first woman? Are there any fem/pairings in the filters list at all? And if there are, what's the numerical difference between the most popular /pairing and the most popular fem/pairing? Let's look at what I consider to be my main fandom, Cookie Run, for another example. This screenshot was taken on October 2nd, 2024.
Hey, there's still a lot of popular female characters in Cookie Run. Like, I literally see Moonlight Cookie there on the list. Like, what are you trying to say? At least, like, plus, based off what it looks like there's more female Cookie Run characters than male characters based off what it looked like. But there's still plenty of a lot of males, so, like, Cookie Run Kingdom is a great example.
The most popular /pairing is Espressolan, which has 1,115 fics. The most popular fem/pairing, by comparison, is Seamoon, which has 275 fics. That's a difference of 840 fics. But Espressolan has a lot more fics than any other pairing, regardless of gender. So if we take the second most popular /pairing, Pure Cacao...
Okay, again, this is literally just really ironic information. Like, I'm gonna speed this up, literally, so that way I can get this over with.
Allow me to introduce you to another series, Project Sekai Colorful Stage.
Okay, I literally have a friend that's literally a fan of it anyways, but okay, let's see what you have to say about it.
Excluding the Vocaloids, this series has 16 original female characters and 4 original male characters.
Hey, at least there's still male characters at least, so like, that's at least something. So like, as long as you at least have some male characters, even though most of them are literally female, that is literally something at least.
What do you think will happen when we look under the series tag on AO3? Well, would you look at that? The characters with the most fics are the 4 male characters. And the most popular ships are the male characters paired with each other, even though the franchise has 4 times as many women. Guess it doesn't take a lot to stir the pot, huh?
That's just a coincidence, like, literally. Like, those people probably got lucky anyway, so, like, those 4 male characters must have gotten, you know, literally lucky. So, like, what do you expect? Besides, I've seen some males that are actually fans of Saga. Like, I literally have, of course, one of them, literally, as a friend.
This isn't to say that I think one male idol will change things this significantly. What I aim to say is, as it stands, male characters have more potency than female characters. One Inkfish idol won't kill me or anyone else, but I do think it will be enough to feel a shift. Who knows what 2 or 3 would do?
It's just 2 or 3. Like, no need for you to literally make a big fuss about this, because if there's at least only 2 or 3 males, although most of it is female, literally, then it will not hurt at all, literally.
I'm also not saying that fanfiction writing trends are direct mirrors to what is experienced on other websites, and in other fanwork mediums. Fanfiction is just the easiest to obtain data from, since AO3 doesn't use algorithms to push content that it thinks you'll like to the top by default. And that, coupled with the fact that there are far fewer popular fanfiction hosting websites than there are art hosting websites, makes data obtained from it all the more quote-unquote accurate. And it's—
Okay, what? I'm literally trying to understand this girl's logic, but like, what is he trying to say? Like, some random stuff related to fandom, even after saying, oh, why she does not want male idols at all? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, oh my god, I literally cannot even understand whatever you're trying to say, literally.
not just Project Sekai, where fans have gone the extra mile to show just how important men are to them. At a shareholder—
Okay, what? I'm literally trying to understand this girl's logic, but like, what is he trying to say? Like, some random stuff related to fandom, even after saying, oh, why she does not want male idols at all? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, oh my god, I literally cannot even understand whatever you're trying to say, literally.
meeting in June 2023, someone complained at length about how women in the Splatoon franchise are treated more favorably than men. The length of this discussion was apparently so great that they were told that they were talking for too long and the meeting had to move on. In summation, someone who has put significant money into Nintendo's pockets used their privilege to ask directly about men in Splatoon. I don't think I've ever seen a woman do this, despite just how many games make you play as men or present women as goals instead of characters.
True, but there is also a lot of other games, that are like the opposite, or where you can literally, like, Metroid, of course, Bayonetta, even though I don't want to think about that game, literally ARMS, and, literally, what are you trying to say here anyways? Even though I do think that's really cliched, since it's the literal damsel in distress cliche anyways, it's still at least representing about gender equality, at least, if, you bring in those anyways. Like, what? And besides, those princesses, of course, have at least been shown to actually be more. Like, Peach, of course, has done this, Zelda has, of course, done this, and literally others as well.
For what it's worth, I don't believe that people who think men are underrepresented in Splatoon are a large portion of the fandom. Nor do I think it's right to discredit those who do make fem/slash works in fandoms like Project Sekai. But what I do want to say is that men are the ones being dealt better hands, getting the fan art and the long-form fan fictions and the art pieces from people who aren't even in the fandom at large. That's just the way things are in fandom.
It's not always the case, like, literally, of course, like, the franchises I, of course, mentioned, and even League Grand Kingdom does this, considering the fact that there's literally lots of popular ones, like Moonlight Cookie, as I told you anyways. Like, what are you trying to say here? And besides, if you're saying this, then that probably means that you don't want men to literally be the main idol things anymore, because then it'll make the females literally, of course, go through more. You're literally overproving in gender inequality right now, I gotta say.
With all this evidence that shows just how much people care about men, you might be asking why Big Man, being a male idol, didn't cause much of a stir. I believe this mostly hinges on the fact that he isn't humanoid. Even though Splatoon is a series of sea creatures, their human-esque proportions make it easy to see them in human dynamics. Big Man doesn't fit in a human-inspired society. I mean, he doesn't even fit in the amiibo box at the plaza. I'm pretty sure that vocal quirk of his isn't doing him any favors either.
And your point is, it's very ironic how you basically said this, but, you're fine with Pigman literally, of course, existing. He's not, of course, not human, of course, he looks like a stingray. But still, you said even say stuff like this anyways.
I digress. At the end of the day, the thing about Splatoon is that it does have men. Quite a few men, in fact. It's just Splatoon is the only franchise I can think of that doesn't have said men as the poster characters for its fandom. You could argue that a lot of male Splatoon characters don't have any personality, but there's nothing stopping you from making your own backstories for them or further fleshing them out.
And stuff like that is literally not gonna prevent me from, actually doing a video on you. Because, literally, and you really expect me to believe that, oh, what you're saying is understandable. I get out, I sometimes do imagine with, franchises with female-only dominated audience, which there is, of course, stuff like that, My Little Pony, Powerpuff Girls, I can literally name more. But still, though, you do realize that they should, of course, exist in the franchise as well, literally. Besides, if you're literally, of course, saying this, because, it's only a few minutes, it's not gonna hurt you anyways. Why are you even saying that there should not be any more male idols? Literally sexist of you to say that.
I've literally done that myself with a certain Paper Mario character. That's not even to mention the Splatoon manga, Koroika, which has lots of male characters, or the bands that produce the in-game music. If you search splat bands on Google, it won't take you long at all to find fan art of men. If you're curious as to what a male Inkfish idol might look like, You needn't look further than H2O and Sashimori.
Jeez, oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna look up Splatoon to see, oh wow, would you look at that? I'm still getting a good amount of researchers with men and women. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, I get now that, of course, there is likely gonna be like that if you look up certain bands, but like, I still see a bunch of men and women literally when I look up Splatoon franchise in general anyways. So at least that's something, huh?
Which have Lionel and Paul respectively, who are both Octolings. A male idol would probably look something like that. Look, I get it. This has turned into a rant. You could call this gatekeeping, or say that I'm trying to keep some sort of fandom purity culture.
I wouldn't necessarily call what you just said, but like, I would rather call this sexism instead, literally.
But Splatoon is the only franchise where I can go out into the main tags on any website and find not just women, but women who are into other women, without having to comb through the trenches and apply tons of filters to my searches. It's so refreshing to look into a fandom and see so much content where you can see yourself. To see so many headcanons and interpretations that make you feel at home. It's so nice to see women in a game with this large of a fan base who aren't thought of as lesser, or as accessories to men.
But you're apparently gonna try to make this the opposite, huh? Like, literally. You literally, of course, wanna hate men then, huh? I bet that's the case. Hello, yeah, the video ended, which thank goodness. But yeah, you can already tell that this video was literally god-awful. Like, literally. Like, I understand that you pretty much do want females to literally, of course, try to also take over. But, like, even men literally, of course, should have this chance anyways. Which I know that has been proved a lot of times already before. But still, the fact that you're literally, of course, gonna be this sexist is honestly really embarrassing. And I'm gonna see if this person here is gonna respond, because based off what it looks like, it's definitely gonna happen. But, like, it doesn't look like it can happen since, you know, consider the fact that he has yet to even respond to this drama C, of course, dealing with. Like, C didn't respond to those two people, but let's see if he's gonna respond to me anyways. Since I'm, of course, giving her attention, which, honestly, I have my reasons to anyways, even though this channel here is small. But whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, so bye.